Beneath the burning African sun, where the heat spreads across the land, there is no room for hesitation. Here, every creature must fight to survive, and at the top stands the lion, an uncompromising ruler. They strike with the precision of a strategist and the strength of a warrior. Every encounter, whether against hyenas, leopards, buffalo, or warthogs, is a display of speed and raw power. In those decisive moments, every step forward and every lunge can mean life or death. These are the battles where the lion dominates and brings its opponent down. As the first light of dawn sweeps across the grasslands, the deep, resonant call of a lion echoes through the still air. This is the moment the world's second largest big cat emerges, only the tiger is bigger. Adult males typically weigh between 330 and semi-desert regions, where the clear terrain allows them to spot prey from hundreds of yards away. A pride usually consists of 10 to more than 20 members. The lionesses handle most of the hunting, while males focus on defending the territory and driving away intruders. When hunting, lions can reach speeds close to 50 miles per hour, but only for short bursts, usually no more than 200 yards. Their strategy is to approach silently and close the gap to within 30 to 50 yards before launching the attack. Their diet includes hoofed animals such as antelope, buffalo, and zebra, but in times of scarcity, they will also target smaller prey. Their social structure, cooperative hunting skills, and fierce territorial defense are key to maintaining their place at the top of the food chain, lions, and maintaining the balance of their ecosystem. The leopard Panthera pardus is smaller than the lion, but renowned for its muscular strength and agility. Adults weigh between 66 and 176 pounds and measure 4.25 to 6.25 feet long, excluding the tail. Leopards live solitary lives, hunting both day and night, using stealth and explosive speed. One of their signature traits is the ability to haul prey twice their body weight up into trees to protect it from scavengers. When lion and leopard territories overlap, conflicts can arise. Lions, with their size and power, often attack to steal kills or eliminate competition. A mature male lion may detect a leopard from a distance, using its sharp eyesight and keen sense of smell, then approach slowly to apply psychological pressure. Sensing danger, the leopard will try to retreat into the trees or hide in dense vegetation. If surprised at close range, it must rely on bursts of speed and agility to escape. Often, leopards abandon their kills rather than risk injury in a direct fight. Such encounters highlight nature's harsh rule. The stronger predator dominates not only in strength, but also in controlling access to food and territory. The African wild dog, Lycaon pictus, is a highly social predator, renowned for its exceptional cooperative hunting skills. Packs typically range from 6 to 20 individuals, operating with remarkable organization. Adults weigh 40 to 70 pounds and measure 3 to 4 feet long, excluding the tail. Known for their incredible stamina, they can maintain speeds of 35 miles per hour over long distances, greatly increasing their hunting success rate. When they encounter lions, the balance shifts heavily. Lions see wild dogs as competitors for food, and sometimes attack them preemptively. A single adult lion, male or female, will close in quickly, using its size and strength to overpower them. In such situations, wild dogs usually retreat in an organized manner to preserve their numbers. If caught off guard or blocked, the pack will work together, each member holding position, using speed and agility to escape. Sometimes lions appear suddenly while wild dogs are feeding, forcing the entire pack to abandon their meal. If a straggler falls behind during travel, the lion will target it, prompting the pack to circle back in defense. In some cases, wild dogs deliberately move to split the lion's focus, creating an escape path for weaker members. These encounters are often brief, but they serve as a clear reminder that even the most efficient hunters must yield to a stronger force. The spotted hyena Crocuta crocuta is a pack-hunting carnivore with a clearly defined social structure led by females. A clan can range from just a few individuals to more than 80. Adults weigh between 100 and 190 pounds and measure 4 to 5 feet long, excluding the tail. Their bite force is among the strongest in the mammal world, capable of crushing large bones to reach the marrow inside. Hyenas often hunt in groups and sometimes steal kills from other predators through sheer numbers. Confrontations between lions and hyenas are common. When a group of hyenas spots a lone lion, they will slowly close in, growling and attempting to encircle it. Conversely, if a lion encounters a hyena separated from its clan, it will approach cautiously before suddenly accelerating once within a few dozen yards. These encounters usually end quickly if the hyena receives no backup. In large-scale clashes, both species use the power of their groups. Male lions rely on their size and muscle strength to break through, while hyenas attack from multiple angles. The outcome often depends on how quickly reinforcements arrive and how well each side maintains formation. Such battles show that on the savannah, both individual strength and group coordination are essential for survival. The African buffalo Syncerus kaffir is one of the most dangerous prey animals for lions. Adults can weigh between 1,100 and 1,980 pounds and measure 5 to 11 feet long. They travel in large herds, sometimes in the hundreds, especially during seasonal migrations in search of water and fresh grazing grounds. During the dry, hot months, the scarcity of food and water forces both lions and buffalo closer together. Lions often target buffalo at waterholes where herds gather. Hunting buffalo requires precise teamwork. Lionesses usually lead the approach, focusing on calves, the elderly, or the injured. Male lions provide the muscle to subdue the massive prey. These hunts unfold like fast-paced battles, with some lions distracting and harassing the herd to break their formation, isolating a target. Once an opportunity arises, the rest of the pride rushes in to overwhelm it. However, buffalo are formidable opponents. The herd quickly regroups, launching counterattacks with their powerful horns to drive the lions away. These encounters showcase the high-risk, high-reward nature of hunting buffalo. For lions, survival depends on success, and for buffalo, survival depends on unity. The African warthog is a tough, grass-eating, burrowing animal, recognized by its large head, sharp curved tusks, and sturdy frame. Adults weigh 110 to 330 pounds, stand 2.3 to 3.3 feet tall at the shoulder, and measure 3 to 5 feet long. Warthogs live in small groups, usually one female with her young, and forage, mainly in the early morning or late afternoon. When threatened, they bolt straight for their burrows, heads low, tusks forward, ready to fight if cornered. When a lion spots a warthog, the hunt often begins suddenly and ends quickly. Lionesses, being swifter and less conspicuous than males, usually take the lead. Concealed in short grass, the lion inches closer until within 30 yards, then bursts forward with full force. Warthogs rarely flee in a straight line. Instead, they zigzag at speed, sometimes charging with tusks to throw the predator off. But with persistence and experience, the lion often cuts off its path to the burrow, overpowering it with sheer muscle. Eventually, the warthog falls. This duel is a contest of patience and precision for the hunter, and reflex and grit for the hunted. In the wild, a single moment of hesitation can decide the outcome. The blue wildebeest Conochaetes taurinus is one of Africa's largest antelope species, famous for mass migrations numbering in the thousands. Adults weigh between 260 and 600 pounds and measure 5 to 8 feet long. Excluding the tail, they travel in large herds, constantly searching for fresh grass and water, often alongside zebras and other grazers. Migration season is prime hunting time for lions, as the wildebeest must pass through their territories. Lions often ambush near water holes or narrow terrain where prey is forced to pass. Lionesses, the main hunters, hide in tall grass and close in to within 50 yards before charging. The strategy is to cause chaos in the herd, forcing them to scatter so a weak, young, or old individual can be separated. Once isolated, one or two lions block its escape route, while others close in from behind. With strength and coordination, the lions bring the prey down. The wildebeest can fight back fiercely with stamina and curved horns. These hunts combine speed, tactics, and persistence, reflecting a hunting instinct honed over generations. Each suit from reckless hyenas to swift leopards, from powerful buffalo to stubborn warthogs, the lion proves its dominance time and again. Each battle leaves an indelible mark of strength, strategy, and unyielding will. In the wild, that position is maintained only through decisive attacks and absolute persistence. If you want to follow more of these gripping stories, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Discover more secrets, survival moments, and the fierce beauty of nature. Hit subscribe today so you won't miss the next adventure. As the sun begins to set over the sun-scorched grasslands, a distant roar echoes like a silent declaration. The lion is patrolling his territory. No need for pointless chases. No need to display his strength. By simply appearing, the male lion makes the entire savannah fall still. From within the tall grass, Eyes as sharp as blades track every smallest movement. The lion Panthera leo is the second largest big cat in the world, surpassed only by the tiger. An adult male weighs on average between 150 and 250 kilograms, with a body length, including the tail, ranging from 2.7 to 3.3 meters. Its most recognizable feature is the thick mane around its neck. Not just a mark of gender, but also a symbol of strength and an indicator of attractiveness to females. Lions are the only members of the cat family that live in prides with a clear social structure. The males protect the territory and the young, while the females are usually the hunters. They often hunt at night when the temperature is cooler and prey is less alert. With exceptional eyesight, lions can spot their targets clearly and move skillfully even in harsh conditions. A lion's roar can be heard up to 8 kilometers away, serving to mark territory and communicate within the pride. At the top of the food chain, lions help control herbivore populations and prevent the spread of disease, though they can rest for up to 20 hours a day. When they act, lions display master-level hunting combining strategy, strength, and a natural command of leadership. The African Cape buffalo is one of the most dangerous herbivores on the savannah. An adult can weigh up to 1,500 pounds, with powerful curved horns and a muscular build. They live in large herds, protecting each other instinctively. When threatened, they often counterattack, rather than flee even against lions. Lions are undeterred. Hunting buffalo requires both courage and strategy. While lionesses lead most hunts, males often step in at the most critical moments. Weighing over 400 pounds, with the raw muscle and jaw strength to bring down large prey, a male lion will often deliver the decisive blow. Once a buffalo is exhausted or isolated, the male blocks its escape or launches a final attack at its weak spot. Such hunts are never easy. Buffalo fight fiercely, and the herd may rally to defend one of their own, injuring or forcing the lions to retreat. In these tense moments, a single misstep can change everything. The lion-buffalo battle is proof of nature's law, where instinct, strategy, and opportunity constantly balance the scales of survival. Zebras are grazing animals easily recognized by their black and white stripes. There are 3 main species, with the plains zebra being the most common. Adults weigh between 770 and 990 pounds, are about 7 feet long, and stand around 4.5 feet at the shoulder. Living in herds, they rely on numbers and sharp hearing for safety. Their stripes not only help camouflage them in grass, but also regulate body temperature and deter insects. To a lion, zebras are far from easy prey. With speeds reaching up to 40 miles per hour and the ability to change direction quickly, they often escape at the last moment. But a young, isolated, or fatigued zebra becomes an ideal target. Lionesses usually lead organized hunts, hiding silently in tall grass and communicating with subtle eye contact and body movements. When the moment comes, the pride charges together, cutting off escape routes and forcing the prey into a trap. These chases test not just speed, but also strategy and patience. Lions don't always succeed, but each hunt leaves its mark on the intricate web of the ecosystem. The Nile crocodile is Africa's largest reptile, growing over 16 feet long and weighing up to 1,600 pounds. They lie in wait beneath the water's surface, rising only to track prey movements. In the water, crocodiles dominate with patience and deadly precision. But lions hold the advantage on land. When prey gathers at a waterhole, lions may stalk from the tall grass. Sometimes, if a carcass drifts near shore, or if the pride smells blood and sees a crocodile feeding, the male lion may approach, not to hunt, but to steal. Such encounters are fast and full of display. The crocodile may snap its jaws and thrash its tail, but the lion doesn't back down easily. With measured steps, he approaches the water's edge, roaring and locking eyes with his rival. Often, the crocodile chooses to sink beneath the surface, conceding the land it cannot control. This is a contest of instinct and terrain, one ruler of the water, one ruler of the savannah. Only when these boundaries blur do we see the true limits of power in the wild. African wild dogs are much smaller than lions, weighing only 40 to 80 pounds each, but with tightly coordinated group tactics, impressive speed, and strong teamwork, they are formidable opponents in the grasslands. Male lions rarely hunt wild dogs for food, but a pack venturing too close, especially when cubs are present, can spark tension. Wild dogs may harass lions or steal kills, something a male lion doesn't take lightly. When challenged, the male lion responds with force. With deliberate steps and a thunderous roar, he storms into the pack like a sudden storm. The wild dogs, quick and clever, usually retreat immediately, knowing that direct confrontation would be unwise. These encounters aren't about annihilation, they're about balance. The lion asserts power through strength. The wild dogs assert theirs through cunning. In nature, they exist as two opposing forces: concentrated strength versus collective agility. Rhinos, with armor-thick skin and a curved horn on their nose, are not typical lion prey. The two species rarely engage directly, but when their ranges overlap, or the lion's title as king of the savannah feels challenged, a clash can occur. Lions don't attack impulsively. If a young rhino becomes separated from the herd, lionesses or even a swift male may plan a coordinated strike. They stalk through tall grass, waiting for the moment when the rhino is least aware of its position. Rhinos are heavy but also resilient, and when cornered, they can turn and charge with explosive force. Such confrontations may end with the lions retreating not from weakness, but from recognizing that every fight comes at a cost. In the wild, not every goal is victory. Sometimes establishing dominance and leaving a mark is enough to maintain one's place in nature's ever-shifting hierarchy. Hyenas are not particularly powerful predators, but they are known for their persistence and disciplined pack life. Often, they win not through strength, but by overwhelming numbers and relentless pressure. However, when hyenas push too far into lion territory, a confrontation is inevitable. A male lion, armed with massive claws, a powerful jaw, and sheer physical dominance, can shatter even the noisiest packs. Fights between the two are usually short, sudden, and meant as warnings. The lion may not always seriously injure the hyena, but the attack is often enough to re-establish boundaries. In nature, not every battle is about survival. Sometimes it's simply a reminder of who's in charge. Across the vast African savannah, one sound echoes through the night: the rough laughter of the hyena. This hunter stands out not only for its appearance, but for its patience and refined pack strategy. From migrating wildebeest to nimble warthogs and even proud lions or giant buffalo, few escape their persistent watch. A hyena's power is not explosive speed, it is endurance and the instinct to wait for a moment of weakness. Every encounter proves a law of survival in nature. Patience and unity can overcome solitary strength. Hyenas are among the most recognizable animals on the African plains. Stocky and strong, they average 110 to 190 pounds and move with both power and agility. Their mottled gray-brown coat and harsh, laughing call make them an unforgettable symbol of the wild. Their advantage is not only in looks, but in bite force. With more than 1,100 pounds per square inch, they can crush large bones and use parts of a carcass other predators leave behind. This is a key to survival in harsh places where food is not always plentiful. Spotted hyenas live in clans that can reach up to 80 individuals spread over a large territory. Their society is complex and led by adult females. This cohesion and clear division of roles make them some of the most effective and enduring hunters on the savannah. In the wild, hyenas stand for persistence and adaptability. They are hunters and also cleaners that help keep the ecosystem in balance. Their laughter in the night reminds us that survival is not only about strength, it is about endurance, discipline, and using every small chance. Warthogs are mid-sized grazers scattered across grasslands and scrub. They weigh 100 to 250 pounds and carry sharp, curved tusks for defense. Their awkward gait can fool predators, yet they are quick and can reach about 30 miles per hour. They often use old aardvark or porcupine burrows as shelters. When a warthog leaves its hole to feed, the clan notices at once. Small groups drift closer in silence. At first, the warthog uses speed and sharp turns to escape. The hyena's stamina slowly tilts the chase their way. Laughter rises on the wind as the circle tightens. A fierce counterattack with tusks can sometimes win the warthog a way out. Surrounded by many, a lone animal cannot hold for long. After hard minutes of struggle, the hyenas press in and finish it. The end is quiet and follows the plain rules of nature. Hyenas prove again the strength of teamwork and patience. The warthog, with its last efforts, reminds us that even small creatures fight with a powerful will to live. Wildebeest are common grazers of the plains. They weigh 300 to 600 pounds and move in herds that can number in the thousands. Their seasonal migration is one of nature's great journeys, stretching hundreds of miles in search of water and fresh grass. That same mass movement makes them prime targets for the most patient hunters. Hyenas. At night, the herd grows alert. Hyena calls roll through the dark like a challenge. From a distance, the clan begins to move. They do not charge. They split the herd and look for the weak or the slow. A calf lagging behind its mother, or an old animal that has fallen out of step, becomes the signal. The chase starts quietly with a steady run. Hyenas do not need top speed. They wear the prey down. At 25 to 30 miles per hour, they can follow for miles. Each stride of the wildebeest grows heavier. Each breath turns hard. When the prey is spent, the hyenas close the ring. The end is not sudden. It is the result of time. The wildebeest falls and the clan moves on. For hyenas, this is more than a meal. It proves their rule of survival. Victory belongs to those who endure and wait for the weakest moment. Impala are slender antelope that weigh 90 to 150 pounds. They are famous jumpers and can leap up to 10 feet high and more than 30 feet forward. This talent saves them from many predators and makes them a symbol of alertness and speed. Against hyenas, persistence often beats speed. When a herd grazes near the tree line, the clan watches in silence. They do not rush in. They peel animals off the edges. A small sound or a sudden turn is enough to spark panic and scatter the herd. In the chaos, a fawn or a distracted adult becomes the target. The hyenas begin a steady chase. The impala leaps to evade, but the gap closes. After a few minutes, agility can no longer make up for the hyena's stamina. When the circle closes, the result is set. For hyenas, this is more than food. It is proof that in nature, those who wait and persist have the edge over short bursts of speed. The lion, the so-called king of beasts, is one of the most dangerous rivals hyenas face. A full-grown male can reach about 420 pounds with great power and speed. Hyenas are rarely alone. They rely on numbers and unity to challenge even the largest predators. When a lone lion nears a carcass, the clan gathers at once. The roaring laughter is not only to threaten but to call in support. At first, the lion dominates with strength, swipes, and deep roars. The hyenas do not quit. They move constantly and harass from many angles. wearing down the lion's focus. Not every clash has a clear end. Sometimes the lion wins and the hyenas pull back. At other times, faced with pressure from dozens of relentless opponents, even a lion yields and gives up the meal to avoid injury. This scene proves another law of nature. Great solitary power can be forced to give way before unity and strategy. Through patience and pack spirit, hyenas can turn the impossible into reality. Zebras with bold black and white stripes are among the most vigilant grazers of the plains. Adults weigh 400 to 850 pounds and can kick hard enough to injure a predator. They travel in large groups and keep a close watch for danger. When a zebra leaves the herd to find tender grass, the hyenas do not waste the chance. They approach from several angles, study the target, and work to split it from the group. The zebra answers with speed and heavy kicks. The hyenas answer with endurance and numbers. The chase stretches across dusty grass. The zebra changes direction again and again. Persistence narrows the gap. Fatigue slows the legs. The circle closes and a lone defense fails. The end reminds us that vigilance and personal power are sometimes not enough against group strategy and stamina. For hyenas, it is clear proof that patience and unity can bring down even the strongest opponents. African buffalo are among the largest and most dangerous grazers on the plains. Adults weigh 1,000 to 1,900 pounds and carry strong curved horns that can injure even top predators. They live in large herds and rely on unity to face threats. Even giants cannot escape the hyena's patient eye. When a weak or isolated buffalo appears, the clan locks on. They do not attack head-on. They harass and cut across its path, draining its strength. Laughter rings out over the sound of hard breathing. The buffalo fights back with heavy charges. Against many, single strength fades. After a long pursuit and stumbling steps, the circle tightens and the end comes. This is not only a win for the hunter, it reflects the hard edges of the wild. On the savannah, even the mighty must yield to the rule of survival. Patience, strategy, and teamwork often prevail. In the waters of the Amazon, there exists an underground world where small creatures possess incredible strength. Piranhas, with their sharp teeth and quick reflexes, are at the top of their game in this harsh environment. They not only hunt, but also coordinate in groups, demonstrating sophisticated survival strategies. Every encounter between piranha and prey is a dramatic and precise lesson in survival. This underwater world is a testament to the power, adaptability, and ultimate survival instinct of nature. Piranhas are small fish that live in the rivers and streams of South America, especially in the Amazon region. They typically weigh about half a pound and are 6 to 12 inches long, but are known for their agility and quick reactions. Their small, razor-sharp teeth which are closely spaced, help them process their food efficiently and accurately. Piranhas often swim in schools of dozens to hundreds, forming a synchronized hunting system. They are sensitive to vibrations in the water and can detect prey even when they are not clearly visible. Each fish acts on instinct and coordinates with the others to find food. Although they are often portrayed as ferocious in movies, in reality, piranhas do not attack indiscriminately. They only react when the opportunity arises, and it is necessary for survival. Thanks to precision and coordination, schools of piranha survive and adapt in complex aquatic environments, creating the image of a small fish full of vitality and amazing survival instinct. The anaconda, also known as the South American python, is one of the largest, most powerful snakes and the top predator in its habitat. Its long, muscular body allows it to glide through rivers and mudflats at incredible speeds. A school of red-bellied piranhas glides through the murky water as a young anaconda stumbles by. Though the ultimate predator, the python stands no chance against the swift, coordinated fish. In seconds, the precise movements of each fish create an incredible display of strength, emphasizing the survival instinct that guides nature. Every creature, no matter how powerful, faces constant challenges from its environment. Great white egrets are tall, pure white birds that live near shallow water. Their fledglings, unable to fly, are vulnerable as they move about on rocky outcrops or mud flats near rivers. During Lani's rainy season, the rivers swell and piranhas travel with the floodwaters in search of prey. Young birds, unable to fly, are left dangerously exposed on the last patches of dry land. One false step into the water can mean almost certain death. Piranhas, like sharks, are sensitive to movement and can detect a drop of blood from nearly 2 miles away. Blood in the water triggers a frenzy, and the more they struggle, the faster the pack gathers. In a matter of moments, everything is gone. Frogs are small amphibians common in North America, found near riverbanks and swamps, often hopping nimbly and using their powerful hind legs to move. In this video, a frog accidentally falls into a tank of water and finds itself surrounded by a school of hungry piranhas. At first, the frog seems oblivious, but within seconds, the water becomes chaotic. The piranhas attack quickly, turning the tank into a feeding frenzy. The frog thrashes about, its legs flapping like a panicked swimmer. Several other piranhas join in, their sharp teeth acting like tiny chainsaws. In a matter of seconds, the frog is down. A brutal but realistic lesson in the food chain. Catfish are freshwater fish found in many North American rivers and lakes, with long bodies and distinctive barbels that help them sense their surroundings and find food. In a small tank, a lone catfish found itself in the midst of the worst, a school of hungry piranhas. The confined space increased the fish's aggression. At first, the catfish swam cautiously, trying to stay calm, but within seconds, the piranhas attacked. The catfish made a mad dash for the exit, but could not find a way out. Soon, the catfish stopped moving and floated on the surface. The piranhas took a break, perhaps to observe or wait for the next opportunity. The next morning, everything calmed down, a testament to the amazing power and coordination of instinct in nature. Piranhas are highly territorial and social fish, but when food pressure comes into play, it becomes a fight for survival. In this video, an unfortunate piranha is injured. Instead of getting help, it is met with brutal betrayal from the group. One fish attacks first, and within seconds, the entire school is on board, attacking the former fish as if it never existed. Remarkably, piranhas have the strongest bite force of any freshwater fish, around 70 pounds per square inches, enough to tear flesh with scalpel-like precision. This scene is a vivid demonstration of the survival instinct, where there is no room for mercy and school coordination is everything. Carp are large freshwater fish, common in many North American rivers and lakes, with stout bodies and shiny scales, making them easy to spot in murky water. A school of red-bellied piranhas is having a big meal, and on the menu, a very unlucky carp. The fish tries to fight back, but is surrounded from all sides. Moment by moment, the school strikes with precision, making the carp a living meal for the predators. The piranha's fast and coordinated movements demonstrate its amazing survival instinct in a competitive environment. In the video, the carp struggles desperately but fails to escape. The piranhas become more aggressive by the second, attacking so effectively that only empty water remains. The scene highlights the brutal yet logical nature of the food chain, where instinct and coordination determine survival. Rats are small, agile rodents that live near riverbanks and swamps, often foraging for food. On the surface of water and around moist areas, an unlucky rat fell into a pool full of hungry piranhas. It swam unsteadily, but its frantic flapping of its legs seemed to signal its meal. The first piranha lunged forward, a quick bite and a loud screech. Crocodiles, especially black caimans, are formidable predators that often include piranhas in their diet. However, when a crocodile is injured or dead, the roles can reverse, giving the piranhas an opportunity to feed. Video footage shows a school of hungry piranhas surrounding a decomposing crocodile carcass. Within minutes, the ferocious fish attack. In a typical feeding frenzy, they work together in perfect harmony, taking every opportunity to exploit the crocodile carcass, demonstrating their sophisticated survival instincts and incredible reaction times. Piranhas are opportunistic predators, eating fish, insects, and even plants. In aquariums, When food is scarce or feeding is irregular, their survival instincts kick in, leading to feeding frenzies or cannibalism. Limited space makes them more aggressive, territorial, and increases stress. In this interesting experiment video, a dead mouse is placed in the tank. At first, nothing happens, as if the tank inhabitants are pondering the menu for tonight. Suddenly, the entire school of fish goes into a feeding frenzy, quickly consuming the prey. Everything is chaotic, like the rush hour of nature's dinner. A large school of piranhas pounced on the piece of meat. A few tasted it at first, but when the larger chunk fell, chaos erupted. Hundreds of the sharp-toothed fish rushed in, smashing and tearing like a never-ending blender. The scene showed the ruthless, efficient, and unexpected nature of the survival instinct, where every move could mean life or death. Eels are long, slender catfish that live in rivers, streams, and canals. They are graceful and extremely agile swimmers. They can weave through corners and avoid danger with great skill, making hunting them a challenge. In this video, an unlucky eel is placed in a tank full of hungry piranhas. It squirms to escape, but the more it struggles, the more the fish notice and attack. A school of about 30 piranhas converge on the eel, each taking a small bite. In just a few seconds, the eel is completely defeated. The scene is like a scene from a horror movie, emphasizing the sheer ferocity and effectiveness of the survival instinct. In the wild, crocodiles don't chase, they wait. Hidden beneath the still waters, they are masters of ambush, striking with patience, precision, and sheer force. What you're about to witness isn't chaotic combat, but decisive moments when instinct, survival, and the price of a mistake are just a bite away. The timeless warrior crocodile is one of the oldest creatures left on Earth. Appearing more than 200 million years ago, it has survived the age of the dinosaurs, seen mountains rise and fall, and has remained steadfast amid the planet's changes. Today, the American alligator is still considered the soul of the swamps of the southeastern United States, especially in Louisiana and Florida. Adult crocodiles can grow up to 13 feet long and weigh more than 1,000 pounds. Its jaws produce a bite force of about 2,000 pounds per square inch, strong enough to crush turtle shells. Its armor-like scales reflect sunlight, giving it the appearance of living steel lurking beneath the surface. Cold-blooded, crocodiles bask in the sun to conserve body heat, then quietly slip into the water when it gets hot. When the dry season comes, crocodiles dig alligator holes, small ponds that help fish and turtles survive. In a world of constant change, it does not need to compete. The silence and perseverance that has allowed the crocodile to survive for millions of years symbolizes the enduring power and amazing adaptability of nature. Wildebeests, the great African migration animals, live in herds of thousands, constantly moving between dry grass and green fields during the rainy season. Each adult can weigh up to 600 pounds, with their muscular bodies and durable legs helping them cover hundreds of miles across the savannas of Tanzania and Kenya. But the road is not smooth. On that journey, the Mara River is a test of life and death. In the middle of the murky Mara River, a 7-foot-long Nile crocodile hides in the cold mud for days, waiting for the wildebeest migration. As thousands rush into the river in chaos, hooves ring, the water sprays. The crocodile leaps out of the water. With a precise bite, it clamps down on the neck of a wildebeest that has just hit the river. There is no chance of resistance. A single, well-timed bite pulls the wildebeest into the water, quickly immobilizing it in silence. The herd behind it scatters in panic. For the crocodile, it is a reward after days of waiting without moving. During migration, a single well-placed strike can keep it alive for months to come. For the gazelle, crossing a river is inevitable. For the crocodile, it is simply a matter of patiently waiting for the right moment. Sometimes those few seconds can mean the difference between life and death. On the dry plains near the Mara River, lions are king. With strength and pack strategy, they rule the turf and watch every sound. A full-grown lioness can weigh up to 300 pounds, possessing powerful pounces, razor-sharp claws, and wordless coordination among her group members. Wanderers must be wary of their territory. But crocodiles are not so easily subdued. One hot afternoon, a nearly 14-foot Nile crocodile was basking on the sun-baked sand near a shallow waterhole. It was a place both lions and crocodiles frequented. As the sun slanted west, 9 lion cubs approached from a distance. They were not experienced enough to recognize the danger lying motionless before them. In a shallow waterhole, a crocodile measuring more than 13 feet long was sunning itself when 9 young lions approached. 5 adult lionesses appeared, surrounding the crocodile. One gently nudged its tail, causing the crocodile to respond with a powerful bite. The lions coordinated, pressing in from many sides. The crocodile struggled on the ground, forcing it to retreat toward the water. When it hit the surface of the lake, it disappeared. No one was injured. This was not a hunt, but a territorial clash. A tense but familiar situation between 2 rulers of the water and grass. The fastest cheetah on the planet was born to conquer the plains with speed. An adult can reach speeds of more than 60 miles per hour in just a few seconds of acceleration. But speed is an advantage on land, not in water. One quiet morning, A young cheetah approached the water's edge to drink. Seconds later, the water broke. A 16-foot-long Nile crocodile burst out of the mud. Its bite estimated at 16,000 newtons and gripped the cub's neck. Dragged underwater, the cub struggled desperately. It kicked, turned, and fought back instinctively, but under the water, the odds were in the crocodile's favor. The struggle was over quickly. Zebras, the iconic African savannah, often travel with herds of wildebeest during their long migrations. Though smaller, at about 770 pounds, they are no less tough. Their distinctive black and white stripes make them easy to spot on land, but in the water, they are easy targets. Zebras often lag behind when crossing the Mara River. Slow swimmers, easily separated from the herd. Calves and weak individuals are quick targets. A nearly 16-foot Nile crocodile lurked on the bank. As the herd fell, it charged forward, its jaws clamping at over 3,000 pounds per square inches around the neck of an adult. The zebra struggled fiercely, kicking repeatedly, spraying white foam. After a few tense seconds, the crocodile released its jaws. The zebra staggered to the bank, the river still churning in chaos behind it. This chaotic and dangerous scene happens every year, in the stampede and panic of the current. The success rate of a crocodile crossing is only about 10–30%, depending on the number of crocodiles and the speed of the crossing. But for an ambush hunter, just one chance is enough to sustain life for months. And for a zebra, surviving the crossing is the greatest gift nature can give. The symbol of silent strength, pythons are known for their ability to constrict prey to the point of immobility. Some large specimens can grow to over 20 feet in length, enough to subdue many small animals, but not all opponents are easy to predict. In a Florida swamp, a large python wrapped itself tightly around an American alligator that was sunning itself. But within seconds, the alligator fought back violently. Its body twisted, its tail swatting at the mud, its jaws wide open with a bite force of more than 2,000 pounds per square inches. The python, stunned, loosened its grip and retreated into the bushes. This time, it was the attacker who was forced to give up. A brief but profound lesson about the limits of nature. Gazelles are small, agile, and always alert. They usually live in small herds, well adapted to the arid steppe. But when they get close to water, especially during the dry season, they become vulnerable. A male gazelle approached a shallow water hole. Just as he bent down, the water surface burst open. A crocodile, over 16 feet long, jumped out. A bite force of over 16,000 newtons, tightly gripping his neck. The gazelle struggled desperately, but its light weight quickly pulled it into the water and disappeared into the mud. When the dry season came, the water surface receded, the herd was divided, and the crocodile's hunting opportunities increased. Although not the main prey, gazelles still accounted for 15 to 25% of the ration in crowded areas. Each accurate bite helped the crocodile maintain life for many days. As for the gazelle, just a second of hesitation could cost a life. Strong or weak, anyone can become a target if they step to the water's edge at the wrong time. Crocodiles do not hunt to show off. They strike silently, decisively, and with chilling precision. No sound, no warning, just one bite to end it all. Because in their world, calm water has never been a sign of safety.